And back with Ed Catto, Captain Action. Ed, thanks for coming back to C2E2. This
Hey,
is so
Mike,
cool.
great to see you, man.
I always have to recap because there are people, believe it or not, there are people who don't know who Captain Action is. Originally issued in 1966 by the Ideal Toy Company, an action figure that you could change the costumes on, make them into Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. Flash forward, Ed Catto's bringing them back.
Yeah, we've been working hard. We've brought him back as a toy this past year, and we're moving forward. So we have the figure on sale in comic shops and Toys R Us and some other retailers we're working on.
Yeah.
And you buy the toy, and then we have a license to get Marvel Comics characters like Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and the next round we're working on all the DC characters like Batman.
That's crazy that you would have licensing from Marvel and DC. Is that unheard of? I mean,
Well, you know, Captain Action was one of the first ones to do that way back when, and,
Yeah.
and we've talked with Stan Weston, the creator, and he tells us, oh, in those days we'd just walk around town and we'd get the contracts signed, and
Right.
you know, it was a different world.
Right.
It is a little funky to do it now,
Yeah.
but
a couple
it's
more
clicking.
lawyers involved now.
Couple more lawyers, yeah. Everything takes a little longer, but it's working out really well, and we're excited.
And it's an interesting thing. You guys have taken it in a whole new dimension while still paying homage to the original character. Are there arguments over that sort of thing? We got to keep it true to the original, or let's just go full
Oh,
out?
absolutely. We try and build, and we try and do new things. So, like with our Dynamite comic series, it's going to be set very much in the '60s to start out, and then we're going to go from there. So it's like this spy Steranko story, and then we go to new places. The animated series is a little different, so that's a very contemporary feel and has some
Right.
kids involved. So,
Right.
you know, there's a nice element to the character that it has a lot of flexibility. In some ways like a Batman that can be very dark and grim, but very light and fun as well. And we're trying to follow that mode.
Well, now you talk the animated series, you're branching out new things, lady action, that sort of thing. Have you thought about a reality show? I mean, I would watch the board meeting of the captain and grown men arguing over action figures and superheroes. I would tune in to see that. Have you
Oh
thought
gosh, well my wife watches that and she's about ready to kill me, so I'm not sure it'd be interesting to watch.
Your wife could have the show afterwards where
yeah.
she recaps what a bunch of dorks we all
Yes,
are.
absolutely. That's what the after show would be like.
That's
But,
great.
Yeah, but you know, we have a lot of fun. There's a lot of passion, and you know, we get great fans who, you know, support us and give us ideas, and you know, we spend way too much time, you know, even, you know, like the box art. I can't tell you how much we argue about every little piece of it. It's like, no, I don't like that. I don't like Vince Coletta inks. We're not going to use that. And you know, that passion, hopefully you see in the finished product.
Absolutely, and the packaging is always beautiful. You guys put so much detail into it, and that's
Yeah.
what we appreciate, because
Yeah.
these are great display items. And as was mentioned in the panel, you're making them more affordable in the coming year.
Yeah, absolutely. We're bringing down the price, but we're keeping all the good stuff. So, you know, that'll allow us to have a few more releases. You know, new entry fans can kind of come into it, and you know, the guys who are very engaged, we're not going to bankrupt them. We don't want to do that.
Well, I won't keep you much longer. I know you're a busy man. Where can people find out about Captain Action and everything going
easy
on?
as pie. Our Facebook page is really a place where we have all the updated stuff. CaptainAction.com is the website, and then just look for us at your local comic shop or a Toys R Us as well.
Ed Catto. Thanks, Ed.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Great. And I'm here with Linda. Now, Linda, you caught my eye because you are not the typical Captain Action fan. When I think of Captain Action fans, I think of, you know, older, really good-looking guys like myself.
Yeah.
But you're kind of breaking the mold. What's the deal? How did you get into Captain Action?
I have been a toy fan for my entire life. Actually, I went to college to be a toy designer and
Really?
worked briefly in the toy field in about 2000, 2002.
Okay.
And I've always been fascinated by vintage toys.
Okay.
You know, the old Barbies and the Migos and everything from that era. And that's my favorite era of comic books, too.
The 60s? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And I've one of the holy grails of my collection, I'm a Superman memorabilia collector, has always been that ideal Captain Action Supergirl. And I finally got it. And last year I came to their conference here to find out about the new Captain Action, because he had come out in the 90s. And I had always been interested in it, but never had picked it up at the time. And to find out that there was a revival was just amazing, and I think that they're really passionate.
Now, do you have the equivalent of a man cave? Do you have a girl cave somewhere where you keep all your cool stuff?
Oh, yep. I've got my little super shrine.
Okay.
That's all set up.
And what's your prized possession in there?
Well, it's definitely that ideal Supergirl, and I
Okay.
also have her first appearance
Okay.
in the comic book. And I have an animation cell from the 70s of Supergirl from an Underoos commercial.
Really?
Yes.
That's very cool. Now, and in collecting the current Captain Action, do you also go back and get some of the old vintage stuff ever?
It's really pricey, unfortunately, so that's why I'm so glad there's a revival. It makes it much easier on us collectors to not have to. Well, I mean, I would love to have, the vintage Batman Minton box, but I don't have $3,000 right now, so
right.
really looking forward to the new stuff.
Well, the good thing is us old guys die, so that stuff will become available on occasion.
Old toy collectors don't die, they just get sealed mint in box.
Nice. Very nice. Well, thank you very much. Hope to see you again next year.